enemies. Chief Warrant Officer 3 Randall Miller flies helicopters for the U.S. Army, and Manfred Biernes was also a pilot. He flew Russian attack helicopters for the former communist East German Army. On a flight into eastern Germany, Chief Miller landed at a private airfield to pick up a part for the U.S. Navy and found that the owner was Biernes. Upon learning of his former profession, Chief Miller offered to show Biernes his CH-47 Chinook and told him about some of the traditions of U.S. Army aviators.
In America, when you make mocking the Earth Day flight, you come, 5, 6, here and come, with the scissors in the shirt. And then they all sign it, striping the name of it, and then gives it to the pilot. This is tradition.
Chief Miller has been flying helicopters for the U.S. Army for years, and this was his first flight into former East Germany.
I thought they were extremely friendly. The individual that we met at the airport, being a former East German helicopter pilot himself, was really interesting to speak with him and listen to his ideas and thoughts on what he thought he was facing.
Now, after the reunification of Germany, these men are no longer enemies, just two people who love to fly. Specialist Jay Harrell, AFN News.
The end of the Cold War has brought along many changes to the lives of military people. For the Army, soldiers returning from overseas assignments can now expect to serve longer tours in the U.S. We'll get more on this from Army Sergeant Hank Husingfeld.
The Army downsizing continues, and as soldiers return from overseas, they can expect longer stateside tours. That according to Army Chief of Staff General Gordon Sullivan. For years, the Army had over 300,000 troops stationed abroad. Sullivan says by 1995, expect to see only 1/3 of those slots left. That means soldiers can expect longer stateside tours.
Whether we'll be spending 6 years or not, I think is problematic at this point, but we will certainly be spending more time at our duty stations in the United States.
The biggest troop movement is in Europe. 72,000 soldiers and 90,000 family members returned to the States this year.